Was you excited for Killer Klowns from Outer Space the game before the actual release? I was too. And I was still sold on it when it released because it was a good first time experience. And then it finally happened. I discovered what everybody else was finding out about the game. And as a result, the game took a major fall off of its high horse. So the only thing left to find out is what happened with Killer Klowns from Outer Space the game. Let's get straight to it. The number one thing that caused the biggest drop in the game audience was the unbalanced gameplay. I mean, you wasn't able to pick up key items when you discovered them. Weapons was super OP or too weak. Spawning locations between the clowns and the humans was straight terrible. For example, imagine spawning into a lobby where half the lobby is already dead and a clown just happens to be right up on you before you take your first step out of your spawn. That's how bad it was. It was no fun playing either side in the game because playing the clown just made you a target and playing the humans just didn't seem fair when you playing against opposing clowns. I know what you're thinking. They tried changing it with the patches and updating it. Well, they tried making it balanced, but all it did was transfer power too far to the other side, and from there it just goes back and forth. And it still seemed like they are fixing bugs and trying to balance the game. I commend the developers because you can catch them playing on Twitch every once in a while, but I don't think they enjoy their own game. Just my opinion. I do enjoy the concept for Killer Klowns they tried to create, but it was just too ambitious because the game is on this last thread. From one of my old videos I did on the game, I mentioned bots and if they are a good thing for Killer Klowns from Outer Space. Well, that time is here because bots are taking over the lobby due to the lack of people playing. When the game first released, lobby was going strong, but as time went on, players started to disconnect after it was being cocooned or clownality. And then when people started to escape early, clowns started to disconnect from the game. And don't let yourself be the last clown left on the map because then you will start to get bullied by the remaining humans that didn't escape from the map. It wasn't fun. So as a result of the unenjoyable time playing the game, your community shrinks and bots start to take over the human roles in the game. And sorry to say, the AI bots in the game are not very smart. The bots were pretty much decoys so the remaining humans can escape if they can remember the layout of the map. Even though the community is shrinking, Ilphonic continues to release new DLC, which of recently was a pier map for Crescent Cove and a new map inside of a mall, which actually looks good, but it's not enough for me to pick up the game and start playing again. So it's time for me to remind you to hit that engagement button at the bottom of your screen. I appreciate you for watching. I hate to say it, but the game became boring and it just wasn't much fun to play. Out of all the patches I played through, I would say only a couple of them made the game playable. But other than that, things kept breaking and well, you see what they have to fix in the picture I showed you earlier on in the video. It's just a revolving door. I really thought Killer Klowns would give Texas Chainsaw Massacre the game a run for its money. But TCM still have a player base that makes the game enjoyable enough. And I don't want you to get it twisted, but TCM still gets its share of hate for how the game plays and the bugs and the unbalancing. I fear Killer Klowns will be hovering around a very small player base with most of its lobbies being bots. It's too far gone to make a comeback. And as a comparison, Killer Klowns is pretty much the same as Evil Dead when it comes to the Steam numbers. And we all remember how Evil Dead looked so promising. It's hard to survive in the ACM world, we know that. That's why I'm happy to see TCM still hanging in there. Subscribe to the channel for more updates on games, and welcome to Mr. Unleashed World.